history and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Eagles! And the defense doing work. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Going with the counter play here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in at the 25. All the way in for the touchdown.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now being sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Going up top on first down. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's French. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in bounds. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Keeps the legs moving. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's French. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Power football with the run. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The give to the back. He's there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, picked off.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field, it's more speed, it's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down marker. Georgia Southern in a hurry. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Now he's going to break the pocket, trying to escape and get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short. Coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking downfield, it's French. Setting up the screen. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And now this offense will take the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back, it's French. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Tosses it back. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On second down, he'll let it fly. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Working that left side now. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On the ground, it's White. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Steps away to find some room. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll immediately call timeout. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the quarterback. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defensively, you're always trying to dodge these bullets, the trick plays, right? This is the flea flicker. You can't practice this all the time. You very rarely see it. Wonderful job by the defense, understanding their responsibilities, staying home, forcing the big interception.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. To the air, it's French. Gets it to the back. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They take the lead with the 6. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he reels it in inside the 30. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he... Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Here's the handoff. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. He's got 59 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Motion from the offense. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. Off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
It's a draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Eagles want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's French. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance. That's what makes them so hard to stop.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. They go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. The expressway is wide open. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter, remember.
Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away, David. It looked like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it. He was able to show the catch-up speed and knock it down.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, when you're beat, you just got to put your head down, chase as hard as you can, don't look up for the football. Nice job playing the football in the air. Listen, it was a slow developing play, a big-time chance to create some momentum with the trick play, but the defense played it beautifully.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. A little screen to the running back. And the ball's on the ground.
And that's why coaches hate to see their players try to lateral the football, because you don't practice it. It's just off the cuff, and that time they put it on the ground. That's a lesson for that young man moving forward. I don't think you're going to see him trying laterals anytime soon.
This sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Oh, he tosses it back. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll try the run. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's French. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer.
Deep shot for the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. Third down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, baby.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.